Hey, hey.
It works. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
It's live with Frank and Angela, but
No.
not Frank.
No, that's not me.
Who are you?
I'm Jade.
Yay!
Hi.
It's Jaden. This is Frank's son. You guys can probably tell, seeing as how they look so much alike.
Oh, yeah.
But Frank isn't here. He's off doing real estate stuff today. He is actually being a real estate god today.
What is that?
It's like someone who's like a real estate god.
What's a gall?
Well, I don't want to say God because that's bad. So he's a god with the A-W-D.
Okay.
He's a G-A-W-D.
Lowercase g.
With a lowercase g.
Okay.
So he's off doing that. He's in Orange County today. He's doing a double open house for 2 of his Orange County listings. So are you proud of your dad? He always works so hard.
Yeah, he's always gone off doing work.
I know. And you're here for the summer.
Yep, a month.
Are you enjoying yourself so far?
Yeah.
Wait, why did you pause? Are we not showing you the time of your life this summer, Jaden?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jaden at home, you're an only child, right? At
Yeah.
your home. And then you come here for the summer and it's madness.
Yeah, 9 people in a house.
Is that how many there are of us?
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's a lot of us, including the dogs.
And 2 dogs.
It's crazy here. So how does it feel going from like being an only kid at home to coming here with all of this going on?
Well, there's a lot more to do other than just leave the house and go hang out somewhere.
There's also a lot more noise.
Yeah.
So how do you handle all that?
Headphones.
I know. I was tapping you just now, and I was like, Jaden. So I had to tap you because you're in headphones. Like, it's a lot to take on. And then, like, I always feel bad for your dad because he's like the only man in the house.
Yeah.
And then, like, your sister comes for the weekend, and then it's like we add even another girl to the house, and then your poor dad. He's just like, oh my gosh. So he's constantly dealing with girl stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'm happy when you come because you kind of give him some guy relief.
Yeah, some man time.
Yes, man time. And he needs that. So, okay, so what's the biggest difference from being, okay, so for you guys who don't know, and most of you do know that Jaden lives in Alaska full time.
Yep. Seward.
And so Seward, Alaska?
Seward, Alaska.
Is that like inland or on the coastline?
It's on the coast.
So that's nice.
Yeah.
So you have beaches you can't use.
Yeah, I mean, you can still use them.
Yeah, do you like get to like have a lot of beach time though? Is it like, does it get as warm as it does here?
No.
No. Are you like miserable here? We have like 197 degrees every day.
I stay under the fan all the time. All the time.
And you're getting a nice little tan going
I'm
that you can take back home with you. Oh my gosh. You need more sun in Alaska.
Yeah.
So what's the biggest difference? Not counting the fact that you come here into pure madness with 9 people. You only have just like you, your stepdad, and your mom at home. But besides that, what's the biggest difference, like as far as living in Alaska and being in California?
Well, it's biggest thing that I always notice as soon as I get off the plane is that like the air is just thick because of how hot it is and how much humidity there is.
And the smog.
Yeah, and that too.
You have nice fresh air in Alaska and you come here to the smog.
Yeah, I mean there's still trees, but they're not really working that much.
And what about the greenery? Is it like a lot greener in Alaska than it is
Way
here?
greener.
Yeah, it's kind of brown here.
Yeah.
That was the only thing coming from the East Coast when I got to California. I'm like, where's the grass?
I mean, we have turf.
Yeah.
AstroTurf.
Yeah, that works for me. I get to pretend.
Yeah.
And what about like friends? Do you have a lot of friends in Alaska?
Oh yeah.
But you grew up with them, huh?
I mean, yeah. I got half here in California and then half in Alaska now.
When did you move to Alaska? How old were you?
I was 8, and I've been there for 8 years now.
Wow. So you graduate next school year?
Yeah.
So what do you think? Do you think you'll stay in Alaska or you'll venture off?
No.
No?
The top priority is just getting out of Seward and then out of Alaska, hopefully.
And go where, maybe?
That is up to debate yet.
I know you used to talk about Canada. I'm like, what is wrong with this kid? He's leaving cold and going to cold. Most people be like, oh, I'm going to live in Hawaii for the rest of my life.
No.
You like the cold?
I mean, it's nice, and then you get the seasons instead of here. It's just
hot, and then hotter,
and maybe some rain. You get lucky.
Our seasons are warm, hot, hotter, and oh my god, I can't believe it's this hot. Those are our seasons in Southern California. So yeah, you get more. So you get like more spring and summer though in Alaska.
And you get snow. You get to be white all on the ground. It's nice.
And then the crazy people, I don't know any of them personally, but I've seen video of really crazy people who like go diving into the snow in their underwear. Like, gosh, so I guess like
I had sandals on.
Oh, okay.
So.
Sandals and underwear makes it less chilly, the snow, when you jump into it. I've always been one of those persons, like, I was raised in North Carolina mostly, but, well, I guess I can't say mostly, but North Carolina, Virginia, but both my parents were in the military, so we traveled everywhere. Mm-hmm. So I spent a great amount of time in Germany, which is really cold. Like, German winters are really cold, but I guess you get used to it, because when I was in Germany, cold didn't feel that cold to me. But after I left and then I got into like regular, 4 seasons, cold felt really cold. And here, I can't even imagine if I could function properly in the cold. But the same with heat. Like, I used to live in 29 Palms when I was in the military, and that's like hell. Like 29 Palms is like 10 degrees below hell. Like, it's ridiculously hot all the time. And my mom would come visit and she's like, how do people live here? But I didn't feel it. But after I left there, I came back to visit friends like a year later. And then it was like, it wasn't miserable. Like, I was okay with it. So I guess your body like acclimates to where you live, and it doesn't feel like it would feel to other people. Like, I feel like if me and your dad took a trip to Alaska during the wintertime, then I would like not function properly. Like, I wouldn't be able to think. I would yell at everyone. I would not take off my coat. I would not go outside. I like to look at the snow, but I wouldn't want to be in it. I would be probably miserable.
Yeah. I mean, I was just sitting downstairs and I was under the fan and I was sweating. It's you definitely get used to it. Yeah. And then by the end of the month, I'm like, oh yeah, this isn't that bad. And then I go back to Alaska and it's gone.
So how have the seasons in Alaska? Like right now, is it warm there?
It's like 60. Hot is 70s.
Hot is 70s. Hot is heaven for me. And then what about winters?
Winters, it gets sub-zero. It's not like, oh yeah, we all live in igloos and stuff like that. We have polar bear power. But
polar bear power? Is that what people think?
I like to tell people that we got like big old hamster wheels and we just have polar bears running on them. But yeah. But
what about the day and night? Because I know like it gets like super like late there and it's still super light outside. Like, when is that season? Is that right now?
That's right now. Like, it's constant dusk. It never gets black out.
Really?
Yeah, you really don't ever need a flashlight.
So like midnight, it's like daytime?
Not like outside right now, but
it looks like it's like 5 a.m.-ish.
Yeah.
At midnight. Wow. So is that hard for sleeping? Like, if it's never completely dark, is it hard to sleep?
It's never bothered me.
Really?
Never, yeah.
And then does it reverse? Like, does it get super dark most of the day?
I mean, not like super dark. We just have less sunlight. Mm-hmm. And up in like all the way up north in Barrow, they have that like, oh man, 3 months of the year where you don't have any light. And that's like the big thing that people always focus on. Like, oh, half the year there's no sunlight. But no, that's only up north.
Oh, so you're not there?
No.
Do they use polar bear power up there?
They might. I've never seen it.
Maybe they should so that they can get more light.
Exactly.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining in. Yes. Oni saying yes, 29 pounds was freaking hot. Hi, Chevelle. So how do you feel taking over for your night today? For those of you just joining in, this is Jaden, this is Frank's son. So
Hi.
Friday with Frank and Angela became Friday with Jaden and Angela because Frank is off being a real estate gold.
Lowercase g.
The lowercase g. And so Jaden has been come from a quiet place. So not even like the city. Like your city is quiet, right?
Yeah,
and then it's kind of a
little sleepy town.
And here it's not. I mean, this is a sleepier town of Southern California than say San Diego, or LA, but it's still like a change. age, right?
Yeah, and I mean, babies don't help that much.
And then he came from like being the only kid at home to being thrown here with Faith, my 19-year-old, the twins, his sister's here, plus she bought a friend. So there's a lot of people here. But what I really appreciate is the fact that you guys get along so well. Like, I have girlfriends who are like in like combined families, and the kids and the stepkids, and like everyone's always constantly fighting. I'm like, and people are like, how do you guys do it with your kids? I'm like, we just have good kids, and they like genuinely like each other, which is a plus. Like, it would be miserable if we had like, because you guys are all teenagers, so that's like a weird time when people are like, this is my space and get out of it, and you get minus Faith being in the bathroom all day.
Faith took about an hour and a half in the bathroom, and then she took a shower.
I never know when she's sick, so it's not just me. Because even though I don't share a bathroom with her, I'm always like, Faith, I'm banging on the door. Like, what the heck are you doing? Like, it doesn't make any sense to be in the bathroom that long.
No.
And you've never had to deal with that because you don't have like an annoying sister who takes hours in the bathroom.
No.
So how are you dealing with having to bang down the door to get in the bathroom?
I mean, it's an experience, and it's really good that like we do get along together, because if we didn't, that would be bad. That's all I can say.
That would be the one pet peeve if I had like step siblings or like a combo family in the house, like growing up, and then that would be the one thing that, because I've never been that girl to be like in the bathroom for hours, so I don't understand her.
Yeah.
And then she's the type of person who's like, Faith, could you go get some milk? And it takes her like an hour to get out of the house because she's got to get her makeup on. I'm like, go to CVS. Like, there's no one there. But it takes her hours, and then like you said, after that initial hour and a half, then she takes a shower. So I never quite understood that.
Who knows?
And Bella's not like that. Bella's kind of like, you know, a normal person.
Yeah,
like she's in and out of the bathroom like a normal teenager. So I don't understand Faye.
I think we need an intervention with Faith.
We did. Didn't you try to start one of those yesterday?
I tried to start it, but
how did it go?
Really work.
Did it work? She's 19. She's set in her ways. That's the only bad part. So you guys have plans for this? So far we've been to the beach.
Yeah.
We haven't really gotten to do a lot of stuff. Like last summer when you came, we did so much, I feel like. This year we kind of haven't. I think this year's been hotter than Hades, and no one's been wanting to move. Plus your dad's been working a lot. I've just been tired from the babies. So I don't know. We haven't really done a lot except for go to the beach, but there are other plans in the making.
Yeah, right now, today, we're going roller skating.
Ooh.
In a couple hours. What time is it?
It is 1:16.
4 hours.
So all of you are going. All the teenagers in the house.
Isabel and her friend are all going roller skating.
So have you guys roller skated before?
I have like 5 years ago.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. Can someone please go live so that I can see what's going on? Like, I can't roller skate, so I can't laugh at you guys, but, well, I can laugh at you guys. I will actually laugh at you guys. So someone take photos, go live, do all that so that I can see you guys.
We'll try to hook it up.
Okay, that would be awesome. So what else do you want to talk about? You have to say hi to your mom. Hi, Cherie.
Oh, is she in here?
No, not yet, but I'm sure she will.
Hi, Mom.
See, a lot of our people, like, they log on after, and then we always see the comments like all day, which is fun because we'll like totally forget we did live, and then we'll get like little Facebook notifications and we get to laugh at ourselves again.
Yeah.
Do you watch me and your dad's live?
I watched last week's one.
I know.
That's the first one that I watched.
Oh, that's the first. This is like our 29th live, and you've only seen one?
Yeah, only one.
Well, see, hopefully you'll become a fan since you're a guest on this one.
Maybe I'll have to start watching it.
Where's your dad? I think he's working. I thought he would have vlogged on by now, but I don't see him on here.
How dare he?
I know. What is he thinking? Okay, anything else exciting going on in your life?
I mean, we got the dogs.
The dogs.
Can you see?
She's waiting to get out of the door. She's just like, I'm hot and I want to get out of here.
Not yet.
What about school plans? Do you have any school plans after you graduate?
Not really. No? Just get out. I mean, I might do college, but that's
you just gonna wing it?
Yeah, pretty much.
And your dad is super supportive of that. Like, my parents were like, they gotta go, let's go. Hi, Mom. But your dad is kind of like, you know, you gotta let them figure it out. And he thinks college is a scam.
Yeah.
He's just like, why don't we just put all this money into like doing internships and teaching people what they want to do, and then they just go do it. So even though he went to college, he still thinks it's like a scam.
I think it helped that he went to college like 3 times to get that 1 degree.
Yeah, so he's thinking about all the money he had to put out, how like he had to drag himself to do it. I'm kind of the same way. Like, I appreciate school, but I got a lot of training in the military, and thank God, like a lot of the jobs that I've done is because of my military time. So I didn't have to like keep going to school, and I really don't like, I'm a hands-on person. I don't like sitting. I kind of like to write. So if everything was just writing in school, I would be there all day. But I just don't like the commitments.
Yeah.
But I would still encourage people to go to school. I want Faith to go, because Faith, like, if you have a mission in life after high school, then that's one thing. But if you don't, if you're kind of just like, I think you should wing it for a while and figure it out.
Yeah.
But now Faith is coming up on that year mark. It's like, okay, kid, now it's time to make a decision. I appreciate you taking a year out to do like figure things out, but you can't do that on YouTube.
Yeah.
You got to kind of work towards stuff to see what you want to do when you grow up. But she's not about that. She's just, you need to find that out. That's your mission while you're here, is find out what the heck Faith wants to do with her life. And
I'll go undercover.
Do that.
Is she on here? Okay,
no,
good.
She's not. She'll watch it later and yell at us. Lynn says, pretty cool you guys do these lives. Lots of good memories to look back on. Yes. And I got to figure out how to like store all of these. So if anything ever happens to Facebook, like it did to MySpace, do you know what MySpace is?
Oh, yeah. I know what MySpace is.
It just kind of went away. Like, people just stopped using it. So I just want to make sure that I figure out how to keep these so that we can look back on them and laugh one day.
They're doing a pretty good job with it, though.
With Facebook? I know. And it seems like they're like finding out a way to keep it going and keep it interesting, because it's been a lot of years now.
Yeah.
Like, MySpace didn't last that long. Other things will come along, but I think Facebook will be around for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to say?
Hey, thanks for having me on the show.
Of course.
I'm very thankful.
You're the best person to fill in for your dad. I mean, what other person could fill in?
I guess,
Frank, yeah. Okay, guys. So with that, we're going to be out of here. Thank you so much for hanging out with us as usual. Frank should be back on next week. And if he's not, it's okay, because Jaden will still be here. So either way, there's either a Frank or a Frank likeness on Live with Frank and Angela. So thanks, Jaden, for hanging out. Thanks for being a good kid. I really appreciate it. It's nothing worse than getting to a relationship and you don't like the kid. So I've done that before.
That'd be awkward.
And as you can see, those didn't work out. So this is just working out really perfect. I like the kids. They're awesome. And it worked out. Yay. Okay, guys. See you on next week on Friday. Have a good weekend.
See you guys.
Bye.
Cool.